guys, welcome to another video of Vibing with Via. We're still celebrating Lent. We're still in that season where everybody wants to do healthy stuff, and so I'm going to be showing you a quick and easy bean dish, pasta dish that you can prepare in literally 20 minutes and the meal is gonna be ready. So I have here some kidney beans that I had cooked and I had to put away because it was too much when I was making some rice and peas. So I had these in the freezer. They were frozen, of course. I've taken it out, defrosted it, allowed it to thaw. Okay, I do have some leftover bamba shoot and also some leftover baby corns from the last time I made me a chow mein. You know that I'm an advocate for using what you have in your pantry, in your fridge, in your house. You also know that I'm not that person who believes that food is to be wasted. So you have to take your hand and make fashion. In other words, you have to get very creative and play with whatever it is that you're going to be making. I do have some scallions, some persons call these green onions, that I've already cut up, and I do have some carrots right here. One carrot that I've basically diced diagonally. I have some vegetable broth. Boom. My favorite, you know this, right? The Pacific Foods organic vegetable broth that I'm going to be using. I think I'm going to be using this Maggi coconut milk mixture as well. Not sure, but I just have it there. I do have some fusilli pasta. This is whole wheat. This one is made from 100% Durham whole wheat. I'm going to be using that as the complement to this dish. So I'm going to go ahead first up and season this kidney bean. Remember, it was fully cooked. Okay, so I'm adding a little bit of onion powder. All of these are all natural seasoning, by the way. All right, that looks like a good enough serving. I'm also going to be adding some garlic powder. Meanwhile I'm doing this, I have the water on the stove boiling for the pasta. That looks like enough garlic powder to me. And I'm also going to be going in with a little bit of white pepper. Instead of black pepper, I'm using white pepper. I want to add some cayenne. This is going to be adding or bringing the heat. That looks good. Cayenne pepper. And if you'd like, you can add a little bit of celery salt mixed with probably some paprika or some mustard. I have a mix here, so I'm just going to be adding a little bit of that here. Now, I know persons are concerned, is she going to add salt? I'm not going to be adding salt at this stage of the game. I will wait until the meal is almost done to tip a little bit of salt in it, okay? So now that I have this going, I'm just going to mix this around. On stove top, I have some water that has come to a rapid boil. You might be wondering what's all of that that's floating on the top. I'd added just a tad bit of olive oil and I also added some salt. Okay, so now that we have this roaring boil, I'm going to be adding my pasta to it. Usually I don't cook my pasta with any olive oil or anything like that if I'm just using regular pasta. But when I'm using whole wheat pasta, I find that it's a little bit more dry, I guess, when it's done. And so yes, I want it to be al dente, but at the same time, I don't know, maybe it's just the wheat that really gives it a different flavor. So for that reason, I've added just a little bit of olive oil with the aim that it will moisten or soften or flavor this whole wheat pasta a little bit more. So here we go. Okay, pasta added to pot. We don't need to even mix this around yet. It's gonna come back up to a boil, and in about 7 to 10 minutes this pasta should be fully cooked. Now as the situation is, I don't want this to become mushy. Okay, I definitely don't need this pasta to be mushy, so it is important that I allow it to cook for no more than 7 to 10 minutes until it's just al dente, as I said, tender to touch, not soft, not mushy. So here we go. Look at that, the water is coming up again to a rapid boil. I will stir this occasionally. So I have my saucepan that's going olive oil there. Remember, for olive oil, we don't want this to be heated too much. I have my baby corn. I know this is gonna splash. There was some water in it. You know what? I'll use my hand, try to take this out. I expected this. Bamboo shoot added. Just want to saute this a little bit first. carrots. And I'm gonna be sauteing. First up in my food process, okay? Now for bamboo shoot, I love the taste. Do I love the smell? Totally hate it. I don't know what it is about the scent of bamboo shoot, but not something that I like. Alright. So we're sauteing this a little bit. Colors look vibrant, right? Olive oil smells good. I'm just gonna add a little bit of celery. This is another thing I cannot stand the scent of or the taste of, but quite recently I have been using celery in my green juice and it has been working wonders. So, you know, I'm just trying something today. Really and truly just making this dish on the fly. Just want to be different. You know, doing a little something. That's why I want to turn it. A little something. Alright, still sauteing. This looks good, right? Alright, next step. I'm going to be going in now with my kidney beans. Remember that the beans were seasoned? And it's the same treatment. Just sauteing. Ooh, smells good. I guess it's the garlic and the onion that I put together there. It really smells good. Not bad. Never did expect it to sound so and smell so. Not bad. Alright, so I'm just going to allow that now to do its little thing, heat up, cook through just a tad bit, and then I'm going to show you what else I'll be adding to this pot. Just for a little bit of added flavor, kick-off flavor, I'm going to be adding some vegetable broth, literally 2 tablespoons of vegetable broth to this. And I'm still going to go ahead and allow it to just cook up in its own juices, just a little bit longer. So good enough, no joke. See that it will eat good too. Meanwhile that's happening, turn my flame down low. Pasta is doing its thing. Here we have our pasta still cooking. A few more minutes to go. Still tough. Whole wheat pasta to me take a longer time to cook. So pasta over here doing its thing, stirring occasionally, waiting on this to finish. The stew is mellowing out in its juices over there. Excitement. I love what's going on here. Okay, so yes, I made the decision, and the decision is that I am going to be adding some coconut milk to the mix. Yes, people, good old coconut milk. You can use store-bought coconut milk, or you could actually opt to use like your original coconut milk, meaning you get your coconut, you grate it, or you put it in your Vitamix and you do whatever it is that you want to do, blah blah blah. Totally up to you. So I'm adding my coconut milk here, and I'm just gonna allow this to reduce in the juices. Then I'll show you what the finished product looks like. Now to this you can add some onions if you'd like, and you can add some scallions or some sweet pepper, totally up to you. But here, just the coconut juice for me. Yeah, and I'm just gonna allow this to come to a boil. Naturally, I'm gonna add a little bit of water to this mix as well, because you know the coconut milk is gonna thicken up the sauce that's here. Well, it's not a lot of sauce, but it's gonna thicken up. So I'm gonna add some water to this to allow the coconut milk to cook properly. Ginger, you know, I always talk about the use of ginger. Lots of ginger in there. This is also where I'm going to be adding some salt to the mix. Smell good, you know, salt. And I'm also going to be adding some chili powder to this mix as well, because we're making a stew. chili powder. Here we have it. I'm just gonna mix this around. Notice that the color of the coconut milk will change a little bit because of what I've added, okay? Might become a little bit lighter or a little bit more red. That redness is coming from the kidney beans, of course, and also because I've added the chili powder. Okay, I'm going to cover this up and I'm going to allow it to simmer. I've turned the heat all the way down to low. So notice what is happening here. All the water is almost dried down. So normally you're cooking the pasta. At this stage of the game, you figure that the pasta is cooked. You would normally stop the cooking process by actually draining the pasta, running it under some cold water. I am not going to be doing that. Again, this is whole wheat pasta. It takes a little bit longer to cook. I want it to be as soft and as moist and as flavorful as possible. Boom. I'm just going to add a little bit of butter to the mix. And this is the last of the cups of water that is left. And this is all I'm going to be doing. Just allowing it to melt over the pasta. Spinning this in this buttery goodness. So you can see that it's kind of moist, right? Remember, this is whole wheat pasta. Everything whole wheat to me is just dry. So this is me now adding some moisture to it, adding some flavor, not a lot of butter, because you know we're watching our waistline, but we really just want to have good taste, good flavor. So this is this that I'm doing here. Yes, peeps, moving it around all this time. If you notice, all the water is about to leave the pot. I am not going to stop the cooking process because, as I said, I don't want it to be too dry. And again, whole wheat pasta, so make it allow itself to just continue to steam through. So all I'm going to do now is boom, just turn off the fire under it and just let it sit. The heat that is there will continue to cook the pasta right through. Okay, so that's that. My pasta is ready for the next step. Over here, this is what is happening. My little stew is going, smells so divine. Just gonna turn my flame up now. Kidney bean in coconut sauce. It's a good look. Really is a good look. Love what's happening here. I think it's gonna pair well with the pasta. I don't know if you've ever seen anybody do this before with bamboo shoot and baby corn and carrots and kidney bean in a coconut sauce to be shared with pasta. But it's Lent, you know, you have to be creative. Just do something different. This is also spicy. You could add a little bit of scotchy in it. I actually did. I'm sorry I didn't show you. You could add some onion rings to it too if you'd like. I've actually added some onion rings. I didn't catch that on camera. Just because, as you know, when I'm cooking, as I go along, I'll add stuff. So this is me. This is it. I don't know. Is this how people make rundown? Because I've never had rundown before. I've never even asked any expert, how do you make rundowns? I hope this is not a rundown dish and I don't even know. That would be funny. If my friend Gail is watching, I'm sure she will comment and let me know if this is a rundown dish. Or if Wisdom is watching, I'm sure she will tell me if this is a rundown dish. I'm not sure. To be honest, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not sure. I've never had rundown really, except that one time you saw us go out and they made me try it and I didn't like it. Whatever that was, I didn't like it. So if this is a rundown, well, yeah, Via would not go on with herself over here because this smells good. And I actually tried to taste the sauce and the sauce was good as well. Now, what I like about this sauce is the fact that a lot of times when persons are making the pasta, they make creamy pasta, so they're gonna get like a cheese sauce going on, all of that. I'm not adding any cheese to this, right? I'm definitely not adding any cheese to it. I don't have any vegan cheese at the moment, so I'm not going there. But adding the pasta to this and the creaminess of the coconut is gonna make it seem like it's one of those creamy pasta dishes that you could have added, let's say, shrimp to or chicken to, like a chicken pasta or a shrimp pasta. So I never even thought about it until now, but watch me take my hand and make fashion. So boom, I'm not even going to make this reduce all the way down, literally in 2 minutes. What am I going to do? I am going to pop the pasta over here into this pot and mix it right around. Me name Via, me name Create Recipe Pan, spot thing up loud. One pot meal, you know, that's really what this is. So here it is, adding the pasta to the pot. Remember that that pasta had the butter in it already. Nice creamy goodness. Mixing this all around. This is definitely a one-pot meal. I'm not telling a lie. If me proud of myself today, I am. I am definitely proud of myself. I honestly did not expect this. Now, the thing about the pasta is that it's also going to suck up some of this coconut milk, right? Because the pasta is just going to absorb it. That's what it does. Just like when it absorbs that sauce from the cheese. Like if you make the cheesy sauce, same like how it absorb it. That's what this pasta is going to do. Me not telling a lie. Proud of myself. Proud of myself, ladies and gentlemen. I am indeed proud of myself. Yeah. So now to finish this off, remember I had prepared the scallions. Put it in there. Not only will the green give it a pop of color to make it presentable, but you know, when the heat actually hits the scallion, it's going to release a nice flavor too. So it's just layers of flavor that is going on in this pot here. Happy for it, glad for it. Turn it off. Yes, just gonna turn it off. It's still hot, so the flavor will release from it. Me don't know about you, but me know about me. Me, I enjoy myself. This never half nice, so I can't wait to taste it. Really good one pot meal. So you still want to further top this off. It looks good, right? I am going to be adding some dried parsley. Wish I had fresh parsley, but I don't, so I'm going to use what I have. I don't know my style, right? Use them I have. So fresh parsley. This look good, man. Chovia, man. You never have to go on so nice. Alright, fresh parsley coming up. Parsley, you know, parsley. Some people think it flavorless, you know, but I think parsley actually has a flavor. So there we have it. Fresh parsley added to the mix of things, people. Finished product plated. Look at that. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Vibing with Via. Am I excited about this dish? I absolutely am. I'm just gonna finish cleaning up on the edges, right? And I'm gonna serve this up. Listen, if you have not yet subscribed to this channel, what are you waiting for? You're missing out. You just never know when a vibe will hit me, and I just decided to cook up something that looks real nice. All right, so thank you again for watching. Remember to like, share, comment, subscribe, share with a friend. See you in the next video.